What up? What up? What up? What up? So sure everything is good to go. We got college football 26. Returner kicker, you baby. Let's go. Loading in. Let's do it. Let me sign all my rights and user whatever bullshit. If you die while playing our game, it is not our fault. I will probably never open the ultimate team packs. I literally did the early access and the Dynasty coach points.
Entering menu narration pop-up. Do you want menu narration? No, turn it off.
There's something in the air.
I better see Texas A&M in this opener.
Friday nights to Saturday nights. Chapel Hill to Pasadena. It crackles down our spines. Tradition, tension, roars that remind our rivals. They're not in Kansas anymore. It's electric. It shocks our nerves and ignites a place where the ground shakes. But our pride doesn't.
All right, I've seen Texas 3 times and nothing from the Aggies. Oh wait, no, that's A&M right there playing against Texas. There we go. All right, I was gonna have to ask for my money back.
There's something in the air. It builds us up, breaks them down, and gives the stadium a pulse.
I can't hear you.
Builds
Oh, how does my mic sound? I bought a new one. Take my hand. We're off to Never, Never Land. Favorite team, the Fighting Texas Aggies. A little loud. Yeah, I see it peaking. Now forming at the north end of Kyle Field. The Fighting Texas Aggie Band. At EA, we believe in the power of positive play. We don't tolerate racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, harassment, or any form of abuse. Our commitment is to combat discrimination and promote healthier behavior by creating positive interactions, positive experiences, positive environments for all. We all focus on what we came here to do. Have fun. I came here to win. How do you link to the Spotify? Oh. Wait, how many people did it say was online? Damn, almost 10K in the first 30 minutes. Who we getting first? Ohio State, Alabama, or Texas?
Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies.
Oh, it's LSU? All right.
Team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started.
Gig 'em, Aggies! Whoa. Hey!
Coming out with it, it's Owens. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rides to back and leaves it. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Using his legs, it's Moss. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Reed. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
But sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Block him, man. Come on.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Bussey. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air.
Oh, catch that.
They needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Trying to escape and get it himself. The defense is doing a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. So the offense will go for it around midfield. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Kick is in the air. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the back. This time on target.
What the fuck?
He's got room. Open field on the right. Touchdown LSU. A great catch and run for 6. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
X is still tackle, right? Like, I didn't even, like, attempt it.
Here he comes with the return.
It was weird.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
No one even touched him.
Team to kick it away.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking to throw on 1st down.
Catch that. Oh.
Shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. And some room to work. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. On target. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first
I
down.
have a feeling he'll go for it.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Zings it complete to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half.
Dude, what the fuck is that shit?
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This
I thought they fixed that stupid angle shit.
David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up.
In here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. Pressure coming. And the ball
Of course.
defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. From the gun, looking for a man.
It's holding.
Bring in the heat. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Anderson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Snap it to the back. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Was Well, this offense is
Well, I got skunked game 1. That's nice.
running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here.
Holding, they never called that.
With the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
They didn't even block anybody right there, man.
Increase in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, it's Reed. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. They'll knock him down.
Surprised he didn't fumble it again. And he gets the ball first in the second half.
And the Aggies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Release to the back. Got a man. It's Durham. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. And how about
Oh, I thought he caught that.
hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away, doing it clean. No PI on that one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the move, it's Durham. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
I don't know what to do.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
As a defense, you got to start reading the tea leaves, right? Like, what are they doing to try to attack me? That's back-to-back deep ball shots. This is an offense. They're trying to stretch the field. The defense has got to make sure they're paying attention.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
The option look.
Make him, his quarterback won't fumble? What the fuck is that?
Hope to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Fuck is this shit, man?
That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
I want my money back, EA.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the return man...
Best player of the day for the Aggies.
Find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. A quick pass to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And works it to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Reed. That's caught, it's Craver.
Here you go, yeah.
Stop trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking?
Oh, please disconnect. Give me the win.
Lanes to run through. Nice job.
I'd feel so dirty if he disconnected. Oh, this guy picks it off.
Things are going from bad to worse.
While he's running the opposite direction, not looking at the ball, able to pick it off, you know.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give.
Oh, what a fucking block. Holy shit.
Makes that one pay off.
Oh my god, his offensive lineman destroyed my guy.
First down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on
Boom!
offense. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game.
Wait, how did the clock go to 1:59?
Physical team.
Isn't it supposed to be the 2-minute warning and not the 1:59 warning?
Carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. of the gun. The running back has it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Anderson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires left. And the timing just a hair off.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down.
Oh, you can't kick field goals.
You're still seeing this defense compete, and on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
There is literally nothing positive coming out of this.
Multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Fires to the wide.
And he gets it.
Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. This senior
GG's.
serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Durham. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Please disconnect. Please disconnect. GG's.
Into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's
Hey,
fighting us, nobody thinks
we got to find the positives, right? We had more rushing yards and more yards per rush. Positive.
I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion.
We had more kick return yards.
That will put the wrap on things from here.
And our punt average was better. Hey, here's the positives.
Of EA Sports College Football.
Alright, we're going back to Dynasty. Fuck that. What'd I get? Alright, quick reaction. The crossing routes are fucking... I don't know how to stop them. Alright, we'll play one more. I couldn't stop it. However, he was in the exact same formation for 90% of that game. And just... What was odd was he's on the road in a tough environment, calling audibles and shit with his quarterback. I thought they weren't supposed to be able to do that. Like, wasn't it supposed to, like, the receivers can't hear shit? Anyways, there was a couple of things. That and, like, I thought they fixed the player angle so when you press X to tackle, that they do the correct tackle instead of, like, the rushing touchdown he had, my guy just fell flat on his face. And then 2 of his touchdowns, my guys dove, like, away from the runner. I don't know. That was not fun. Couple of things I didn't like. Some of the things I did like, I like the graphics a little bit. I think the presentation-wise, it was better. Right. Exactly.
As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start.
I wanted to go for it, but, you know. I thought the smart thing would be to do is to pin him back, and then he just, you know, did his thing.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They're going to test the right side with this one. Turning on the Jets. There he goes. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about
There we go.
play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Underwood.
Oh.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for space, it's Haynes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. See that maze in blue, and you expect minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on it. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable.
Oh, he caught that.
The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Skips away from pressure.
Get him.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs.
Wow.
Got his man downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Underwood.
Oh.
It's complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They were easy.
I almost want to challenge that. He ran backwards.
You can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Even
Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
first down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
Again, dude, like it doesn't... Look at the tackle attempt when I press X. It didn't make any sense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give on the option. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. To throw, it's Reed.
Not the button I wanted to press, but it worked!
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turn?
Dude, all the icons went away. I was like, oh shit.
Gives it on the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick completion on the out route. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
From the gun, the running back has it.
No way!
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He throws one to the left. He's got it for a big play. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It puts so much pressure on a defense when a quarterback can get out of the pocket like that and has a chance and is willing to take a chance to try to make a big play downfield.
Well, and that's why defensive ends have to keep contained. You got to keep that rabbit in the cage, right? You can't let him outside the cage. Let him start roaming, because now it opens up my defense for big.
Why is nobody covering him, dude?
The quarterback didn't find him to be open, couldn't make a completion, but you got to keep that guy in the pocket.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Looking for an open area to his left. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Are you serious?
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking.
I can't even challenge it because it's inside 2 minutes.
And wait just a second. The officials going.
Thank you. Come on.
This one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
Gave us the win at least. Time is it? At least I knew it cheated.
Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
This should be fun.
Kickoff to get this game underway. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Motion from the wideout. On the run, it's Moss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Finds his tight end. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, what a move. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job.
And they will score. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. separation can he help them with on the return? He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Back to pass, it's Reed. Working the middle, it's complete.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. And so nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Concepcion. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going.
Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Owens. Touchdown, Texas A&M. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back who's a fast athlete in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. The throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Are you fucking serious, dude?
And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The sure hands, it's Horton. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. We'll take a quick Simpson. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on 4th down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Is there a way to check that?
Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. It's a seam wide open. Lots of running room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
And the Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Find some fresh air. Looking for room at the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you will plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Reed. Fakes to grab. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal.
Hey, come lay down.
Texas A&M
Boy,
has it
lay
teed
down.
up to start this 2nd half. ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Oh!
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Looking for more room. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
And what a play by the defender.
Oh, yeah. Different quarterback.
By himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Oh, a lot of space. Brings him down at the 27-yard line.
Midsection? Okay.
15 and a first down for this offense. How about the wheels on this A&M quarterback channeling his inner John football?
Man, John football was as exciting as it gets, and college football took notice. The Aggies were talked about in the news all the time. They need that guy at that spot to return if they want to be a national championship contender again.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A really good play by this defense. Seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Craver. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
Oh, I thought he was going to drop that.
Ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try it again.
Why did he slow down?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll move the wide receiver. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north.
What to do?
Nice
What to do
tackling by the
here?
defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15.
Looks like it's the backup again.
Dropping back, it's Mack. He wants a big play here late. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
See ya! See ya! Was that game 4? We got to see you in there. Bye! Upset City, baby! Alright, I gotta take the dog out. He needs to go to the bathroom, so give me... I'll be back in like 5-10 minutes. Also gotta charge up my, Where's the charger for my... I think this one's chargeable. Ooh, uh-oh. I don't know if this is a rechargeable one. Where's my other Xbox remote? Alright, yeah, I gotta go walk the dog. Give me a couple minutes. There you go. Yeah. You ready? What? Come here. Down, down. There you go, good boy. Hey, come on. Good boy. you got water everywhere, dog. Alright. Time for a couple more games.
Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium.
Ooh, South Carolina.
Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off.
What? I was actually looking forward to that one.
Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position.
Yeah, the servers are all jacked up. It's so weird. That's back-to-back games at the kickoff. It's fucking... Oh, God. What up, what up? How's it going?
Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's going for it all. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation of time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the kick.
It didn't even let me switch and like try and stop it.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, chance for a good return.
Oh!
Good job, Bobby.
Oh!
A bit of running room on that return.
Where's Ollie with the motherfucking dog?
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Here's the heat. Got room to work. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got a field, god damn it.
It's Concepcion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of
Oh, my
scrimmage.
controller disconnected?
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage, because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air, it's Sayed.
Oh, give me the safety, come on.
They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
And the Buckeyes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Backed up in their own end, just find some breathing room.
Ooh.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash.
No, what the fuck? Come on, EA, fix your servers, man. That was a good game. I liked him. I didn't like the fact that his audio was picking up my audio, or like there was a lot of whatever on the mic, but he was cool.
Welcome to the home of the
I haven't played Florida yet.
Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
That was a desync, so nobody got a win.
Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. That's reeled in. It's Sturdivant.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're...
Yeah, as long as you don't lose point, like whatever.
Even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. Picked off. Turns it on.
Come on, Scooby! Oh.
He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The pull and throw off the RPO. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Oh, shit.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on an RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Appreciate it.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Now, 3 to 0. 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 3 The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Throws for the tight end.
Yeah.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
All right.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He wants to take the top off.
Oh!
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Fair catch, called for and made. time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bussy. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Reed.
Oh, shit.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Uncorks one to the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
The short hands, it's Williams. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
On the ground, it's Moss. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. A&M comes back out with another first down. Rides the back on the option to give. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a first and goal. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal.
In there.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Got it behind the line. It's Bussey. Touchdown, Aggies. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Takes the handoff. It's ball. Creates a little room. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. What a complete and dominant performance from this defense. I'm sure Von Miller's watching proudly.
Yeah, and Myles Garrett. I mean, just the names that A&M has had on that defense, and it's usually consistent year after year, finding a bunch of guys that are big and strong up front, linebackers that can tackle. They know how to recruit defense at A&M.
Catch in the middle. It's Sturdivant. Wide open spaces. He's at the 40.
That's a nice play call.
The 10. Touchdown Gator. Once he got some room, it was over.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll run it from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Got his man quickly. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
GG's.
Close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams and certainly
100% completions on the day. Let's go, Marcel.
Not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with? Who's better?
We'll figure out defense eventually. But the offense, we're there. All right, what time is it? 1:40. All right, let's set up the Dynasty, and then I'm gonna head out. Like, it's like 2 home games in a row now, which is nice. Yeah. Oh, is that how it works? Like if you go on the road, they'll give you a home game type of shit?
Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese David. Next.
Yes, I don't want to wait too long or like go too long. Go back.
Choose the active roster option, or you can select the rosters from our original launch with a default roster option.
Oh shit. That's awesome. I like that. Yeah. But yeah, I need to head out before 2 o'clock, so I'm gonna set up this dynasty and then head out. Then I'll be back on. I'm thinking about when I get back on later, I might stream just on TikTok.
Here is where you can customize your Dynasty experience. Similar to last year, here's where you'll modify your settings from the updated list of available options and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals. It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer time to figure out where on the now for the fun part? Here you'll create a coach.
I've never made a payout on TikTok.
Select an existing one. If your plan is to create a custom coach, you can fully customize your coach's appearance.
That doesn't look like Mike Elko.
Starting skills. If you're going for an existing coach, EA Sports College Football 26 has more than 120 real head coaches and more than 109. Now it's time to choose your coach's archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What's most important to you? Maximizing player development, acquiring new talent, or putting your team in the best position to win?
See, that's what a couple of my friends have been saying is I should stream on Kick. Let's do recruiter. Yeah, but you have to get there first. Like you have to be a partner before it does it. I looked into it when my friends were telling me to get on there. Yeah, you have to do basically all the same stuff Twitch does to get partnership, and then they'll pay you by the hour. Lawrence Otters, we're a fat and Texas Aggie alum. Did they change any of the pipelines, or did they keep it the same? North Texas looks the same. We're intense. Yeah, I think that's adaptive AI is when you sim, right? Oh, we can actually put different stuff on this year. Let's go. Ooh, I like that one. The quarter zip. Quarter zip's the best one so far. Ooh. Looks like a yell eater more than anything right there. I think we're going quarter zip. I like the jeans. Not very game day though. I think we just stick with the pants.
Congratulations. It's time to sign.
Something with old Sarge would be sick.
Now pay attention to the expectations of the role. Failing to meet the university's expectations will land you on the hot seat and potentially looking for a new job when the coaching carousel rolls around. Let's quickly walk through recruiting in EA Sports College Football 26. Our recruiting system follows a three-stage approach. Stage 1, add a player to your recruiting board. Once they're there, you can select actions to gain intel on what they value when it comes to committing to a school. These actions also help to get on a recruit's radar and can move you into their top schools. Once you're in a recruit's top 5, Stage 2 commences, allowing you to pitch to a player the things your school does well that they value. If you're having trouble finding interest that match, try to use the sway mechanic to get a recruit to change their mind. Finally, when a recruit is ready, Stage 3 is all about you closing on the recruit. It's at this point you can host the recruit on campus.
Why do I have so many halfbacks recommended?
Specific school strengths in an effort to get a verbal commitment from the recruit before signing day.
#1 player in the country is a pocket passer from California. Alright, so he wants playing time, and I guess if you have a saw, won't fit Klein. So we have a sophomore quarterback, and so that makes it a C-. We'll have to remember that. Hawaii, come on down. Actually, no. What the fuck is this? Why would it recommend me somebody I can't fucking recruit? How do I use the sway mechanic? I'm #1. Like, what? How do I fix this? I'm #1 on his list, but I can't recruit him. I can't even scout him. Why are you gonna make him... That's so dumb. That is dumb. And 3 of my halfbacks are seniors, dude. That's dumb. That's got, like... That's so dumb. Yeah, there's gotta be a way to get him. Ooh, a bust. Go on, get. Number 2 player in the country. Bust. I kind of want to try and get him to come down from... He's in Alaska? Ooh, hello. Hippenhammer. What a name. Maybe something will change once we get going. Maybe. It just doesn't make sense. I have 3 senior halfbacks. Why would it be such a low... Why make his deal breaker something I can't get if I'm number 1 on his list? Make it make sense. Yeah, let me look at that in a second. Or maybe it's like a perk, like later on down the line. I don't know. I already added all my points, so that's the thing. How to improve. Alright, it's 2 o'clock. I gotta get off. Gotta get going. I shall be back. Fun start. Only lost the first game, so we'll take that. Appreciate you hanging out, CK. I'll message you on Discord whenever I'm heading back home.